Legend of Zélée, Plonkarina of Time. So of course I had to play on the geotime map because of time, geotime. So let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay. We're playing no move, so I can spin around. What is my first thought? Europe. Because of this road sign here and kind of just like the vibe of like the area. Let's look for poles, because poles are probably gonna be what helps me here. There's a lot of like wind turbines, which is interesting. Okay. Wow, not a lot of like poles close by, so I can't even like. Okay, there's some sort of like, maybe that looks like a church spire, maybe. Maybe I see a lot of red brick. I feel like this could be a lot of European countries. I mean, like, maybe this sort of like, I don't know if this is like a real estate poster, like some sort of like political poster or whatever. Maybe, is that ever a flag on the top right? Like, what flag is like, it looks like it's the same color on the top and bottom, and there's like a white stripe in the middle. Like, I'm maybe thinking Latvia because of that, right? Because it looks like the same color on the top and bottom, but like obviously like it looks kind of like washed out blue, like it doesn't look like the original color. So like, I mean, like Latvia has like what, like the burgundy, white burgundy, like I feel like that could fit that flag pattern. I think we're somewhere in Europe, so I mean, like continent wise I think it'll be pretty okay. Is this ever Latvia? Not entirely sure, but we're kind of banking on that potential three-stripe thing that's here in the top right of the sign, so we'll see. Okay, it was Germany. So we were actually closer to Herzberg, and we got 3,000 points still, so we'll definitely take that. Ooh, okay. Oh, truck. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking Turkey, and I'm thinking Eastern Turkey, right? Is this Turkey truck? Is this Turkey? Hold on. I gotta like. Okay, we got moo so cool. Hello, moo-moos. I think it could be Eastern Turkey, right? Like, I mean, that was like my thought with the truck. But, I don't know. I don't know what that is. It looks like a green sheep. Like one of those like Minecraft sheep, but with like a different color wool. The architecture is definitely, I feel like it's not. What side of the road are we on? And we're kind of driving on the right. No, the left. It's not a very wide road, and there's not like another car on the road, so it's kind of like hard to tell. I don't know. I feel like this is not a good guess here. I'm gonna go Eastern Turkey because I feel like whenever I see a truck in Turkey, usually it's more on the eastern side, but hopefully it's the right continent. Okay, cool. We'll definitely take that. I mean, I got 4.2, so that's a pretty good score. We were in Turkey. We're a little bit further south, but we were in more of like the eastern part of it. Closer to Demerli. Okay, white dashed middle lines. We have a big blur on this like truck slash car. I don't remember what gen like the kind of skull shaped blur is. Like, part of me wants to say small cam, but I don't even know if like if I knew a small cam like what countries it could be. So let's take a look at the other clues. We have kind of this like river down there. We're in a very mountainous area, white dash middle. Like brick, some sort of like brick bridge thing over there, okay. Rusted, like, ooh, we've got like alternating hooks, which is interesting on this like rusted tower, but it's not like a pole, so I don't think it's like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's like Europe because of this like brick bridge looking thing. I feel like we could be in a lot of places. I'm kind of gonna go in like France near Switzerland. That was like my vibe. Okay, we were in course, so not too bad. We got 3.7 there. We'll definitely take that. Okay, only 500 kilometers away. Wow, is geotime just like, it's like a lot of like Europe guesser today. Okay. So, okay. I mean, we have blue on the left of the plates. We have a little bit of an antenna with like the blue back of the car. I think it's giving Bulgaria? Question mark? Right, with like the language? Yeah, I think it's Bulgaria and like the architecture and everything. I don't really know Bulgaria region guessing though, so I'll kind of just go like Genshumen. Okay, we did get the right country. So we were actually in Bulgaria. We were in Montana, which that is a state in the US also. Okay. I think it's Europe because of the sign, right? Like I feel like this is like a European sign. Okay, very like wide blur. A lot of like green hills, but not like super like forested. There's kind of like dots of bushes and small trees across all of them. Anything in the sky? I mean, the sun's there. So hello, Mr. Sun 2025. Is that a bollard ever? I mean, I can't see any like stripes on the bollard or anything or any like indents. So not super helpful. These poles are more like transformer-y than poles, right? Like they're not like ones that I would maybe know. We could be like, yeah, I think it's like Europe. I feel like maybe like a Spain, like a France ever. I'll go like up here near Huesca. Okay, it was Turkey. So not a great score in that round. We were definitely in the wrong country and we're closer to Dalakji. But I got 16K on my first try, so we'll definitely take that and we're gonna keep going. Okay, definitely not Europe, so that's cool. This is Indonesia, like a Nusa pull top ever or not? Nusa? Okay. Kabupaten, Kuala, Ketabukan, Raya, Selamat. Nothing on there. I don't know my Kabupaten, so like if I knew them, that would be very helpful, but unfortunately it's not. Okay, so I feel like the uneven pull top is either the Nusas or maybe it's like the Sulas ever. Like I know there's a couple types of uneven pull tops, but I'm like not super sure on them. What does it say? Dabukan Raya. Yeah, I don't. You know what? It could be. I know, like. No, I don't know. I'll go on East Nusa. Okay, it was a Cali, so neither the Sulas nor the Nusas, which I said, but at least the right country. We were in South Cali, closer to Belawang. Okay, and we got 3,000 points, so not horrible. This is a Thai holy pole. Concrete, okay. Some sort of like electrical thing there, and we got our little like solar panels. Tall tower. Ooh, look at that like building with like the kind of like curved roof, okay. I don't really have like a region guess here for like, it's not like super mountainous, right? It's kind of like flat mostly from like the view I can see here. So let's go in like Angtong. Okay, I mean, wow, okay. Well, I didn't expect to get that good of a score. We got 4.9 and wow, what a great region guess. That might have been like one of my best region guesses of all time in Thailand. Like, holy guacamole. Okay. spinning around. We've got a little bit of a bumpy, white bumpy front of the car. Blue sky, of course. Can't really tell the driving direction here because we're kind of on like, not like paved roads, kind of more of like a gravelly road, and we're a little bit in the middle, so not super helpful. Fences. I mean, wires on the fences and kind of these like little green poles with like a yellow top. A branch that's fallen over there. There's something on this pole. There's like a wraparound on the bottom, but it's not like a possum guard because those would be higher, I think. I don't really feel like I know the continent here, which is kind of spooky scary for this round. I don't recognize the white bumpy front of the car. Vegetation-wise, like, I don't know, couldn't this be like a lot of places? What? I don't see any like buildings or like poles or like bollards or whatever. I mean, part of me wants to go like Australia, but I don't know if that's a shout. Part of me wants to go like Europe. Part of me wants to go like Za in South Africa. This one I'm a little bit unsure about. I feel like it's not South or North America. I don't think it's Australia, New Zealand, like Oceania. I'll go in Za. I think that's like my strongest intuition right now. Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess from one Montana to the next. I mean, I know there was like a Thailand round in between, but we did get Montana a round or two ago. But this was actual Montana in the US, so wow. I don't know how I'm getting furthest on like the US, when US is like one of my best countries in GeoGuessr, but you know, game's a game, what can you do? Okay. Flat bar, 2 coils on one side, 1 on the other, so that's what we call uneven. Yellow middle line. We have a yellow like diamond shaped, you know, square shaped sign on the right, driving on the right, okay. Back of the sign. This pole feels like kind of octagonal, right? Or is it ever just like hexagonal or something? Because there's like not octagonal poles in like, is it Colo in Peru or something like that? Back of the sign, so no like Colo cross and a black back of the sign. I think we're somewhere in the Americas for sure. I'm like kind of trying to see if this is like, is this Mexico octagonal pole ever? Maybe, but I only see 3 sides of the pole, so it's really hard to know. Part of me thinks it's Colo, part of me thinks it's Peru, but I guess I'll go kind of north of Mexico City. Okay, well, we at least got the right country there. I mean, I was kind of more worried about getting the wrong country versus like thinking about region guessing because I wasn't sure. But we were in Mexico and we're closer to Cosala, which is in Sinaloa. Okay. Reddish dirt. Ooh, big blur on the car. Big blur. A little bit of something peeking out. Maybe like a roof rack, perhaps. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at all the moo-moos. Hello. Hello, moo-moos. Okay, reddish dirt. Green. Oranges, rounds, yellows. Like seeing a bunch of colors and like the vegetation and stuff around. We've got some trees. We've got some hills. Where do I think I am? Well, there's no like poles, road lines, bollards, none of those meadows, so it's kind of just like vibes based on the agriculture and stuff, right? Ooh, a triangle sign though, but that's like in there. No, wait, that's not even a sign. I think that's like part of the building, and it just like looks more close because it's in the forefront or whatever. What am I thinking here? I don't think it's like Europe. I feel like my first or my best instinct is Za again, but also South America. So I'll go like up here in Za. Shoot. Okay, it was Brazil. We only got 16 points there, but what can you do? I think we were in Goiás. 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 Go Yeah, because I see like a lot of G-O dash stuff around. Okay, we were in Goiás, so not a good score, but we got 11,000 overall, so let's keep going. Okay, red dirt. This is like the reddest dirt ever. It's very smooth. I almost want to say it's more like sandy than dirt, if that makes sense, because of how like smooth it is. Okay, the sun is there. It looks a little like muted, no? Okay, so we have some moo-moos. We see a car, so the car looks like maybe it's to the left of us, so maybe we're driving on the right, unless the cars are kind of just driving in the middle of the road, so we have this little gate thing here. Do I think it's Brazil? I don't know. Part of me, well, okay, because we're not driving on the left, so like I feel like part of me thought it was like Kenya at first, just look at the red dirt and vegetation, but wouldn't we be driving on the left? Like it feels like we're driving on the right, maybe like this car's to the left of us, so I think I have to go Brazil here. Could it be Cambo ever? Cambo has a lot of red dirt too, but I feel like these are not Cambo vegetation, so I'll just go in like Mato Grosso do Sul. Okay. I mean, we were in Brazil. We were actually in Piranha, but did I see any Piranha pines? I don't think so, but if I missed it, I'm sure someone will call it out down below. Wow, is this just Brazil guesser? Like, I think it's Brazil again, right? Like, double yellow middle. We've got like kind of like the reddish like dirt rocks, like the tall grass. I feel like it is just Brazil. I don't want to even like think too hard about it because I don't want to like psych myself out here. But tall grass, so Tocantins ever, or Goiás maybe. It could be like Bahia grass. Isn't there like Bahia grass? But we'll kind of just go like southern Tocantins, kind of like hedge for all three of those states, but I'm like fairly confident we are in Brazil. Okay, kind of a really not great region guess, but the right country nonetheless. We were actually in Sao Paulo. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, this is like one of those rounds where like I don't know. I think it's the Americas. But like, do I think it's North or South America? Like, I feel like part of me thinks it's like, you know, like a Montana or something, like a Wyoming even. But part of me thinks it's like Arge or something too, but I don't know. Maybe I should just go with my first instinct here and trust my gut. Okay, definitely a closer score than if I went in Argentina. We were actually in Nevada, but I will take getting the right country because I was like flip-flopping in my head a little bit between the two. We were in Nevada, closer to there's no city there, Mount Callahan. Okay, okay, I don't know what this is. This is like a little like matrixy, like, you know, there's kind of like the purple like glitches or whatever coming through. I feel like now my brain is just like focused on this like purple area. I'm like kind of not looking at everything else, but I should at least take a look around. Okay, because we got an antenna with like a lot of bumps on it. Okay, sure. A decent amount of birches, maybe some pine like trees. We've got a red house. Okay, maybe I'm thinking like Norway because of like the red houses. Like it's kind of giving like Norway, but now I just like I feel like I can't really think much more beyond this because I'm like distracted by this like purpleness. So I'll just guess in Norway, close to Hamar, and we'll see where we are. Okay, it was Sweden. We got 4,000 points still, even though we got the wrong country. We were closer to Rugvaldsnas. But we got 4,000, so we'll take that. Okay. Drag on the right, Brazil pulls, yellow lines in the middle. I think it is just like Brazil, right? Like, again. That doesn't help me. There's no like, right? Because NS isn't like Yeah, there's MS as like the state abbreviation, but not NS. When I'm like, oh, if you're like a beginner of Brazil, like don't like there's definitely people who are better at Brazil than me out there. But like what I like to do is like if I find a sign and it has like a 2-letter dash something and I think it's like a country or like, you know, a county or region code or whatever, like I'd go to this zoom level of the map, because if you're zoomed out too far you can't see anything, but if you're at this zoom level you can see like, oh, over here is AM, over here is like RS, and over here is like MG, you know. But you can kind of like see at this particular zoom level a lot of these state codes for Brazil. But that is not helpful here, I think. So vegetation wise, where am I thinking? Maybe I want to go closer to Mato Grosso. I don't really see any like piranha pines or palms or something. Well, ooh. I think I don't remember the name of this, but I feel like I've seen that before, but I don't remember where in Brazil. Let me go. I'll just like stay here in Mato Grosso and we'll see. Okay, we're actually in Para, but we didn't get like a horrible score. We got 3,000. We were closer to Paragarcus. We got 3,000 overall. Okay, well, I got 6,000 overall, so not a bad score for me, at least in Geotime. I'm going to play this map one more time and see if we can beat that score, and let's keep going. Okay, all white lines. White double middle. Pull. Ranger truck. Holes in the pole, but we're driving on the right. I want to say Chile, but Chile is not in one of my best countries, so I'm like not sure. Like it kind of feels like the Americas, right? Because of like this, but like are these like world lines would be more yellow, I feel like, in like the US, and I don't think it fits Canada. I truly am so bad at like recognizing Chile, so now I'm like, if I have an instinct it's Chile, I feel like I should just go with it. I don't know. We'll go near Santiago. Okay, I mean, like, that's the best guess of the whole video. I mean, it might not be the actual like best score, I might have gotten something higher, but like I'm like really, truly so horrible at recognizing Chile off the jump. So I'm just like proud that I even got the right country there, but much less like a really good region guess. I feel like 4.5 is pretty good. But we're closer to San Rafael, which is not too far from where I guess. So I'll take that. Okay. So it's giving France or Spain, I think, right? Because of the ladder poles. I can't really see the language on like if there's graffiti on the side of this or posters. A little bit mountainous, a little bit like red buildings. Maybe some sort of like farm thing. This is like a red tiled roof with kind of like the orange yellow paint, which is leaning me more towards Spain than France, but also still got French vibes. So I'm like, maybe I just guessed near like Spain-France border, kind of up here. We'll go here, near Berga, but like we're in Spain, but we're near the border of France too, and I guess we're near the border of Andorra, but I don't think it's Andorra. Okay, not horrible. We were in Spain, and we weren't like too far from France border, so I will take that. We're closer to Luna, which is the moon. Okay, so I'm feeling Sweden, right? Because of the language. Red and green blur on that. Okay. Yellow sign. Ostra, Kronoberg. I feel like Berg is like an ending for a lot of things in... But it's B-E-R-G, but a lot of these are B-U-R-G or B-O-R-G, which... Is that concerning? Like, not concerning, but like, are we in the right country if it's B-E-R-G? Because that's like Bergen is with B-E-R-G, not like B-O-R-G. Like, B-E-R-G seems to be the ending for more city names in Norway than Sweden. No, there is B-E-R-G here. Okay, so we do have some B-E-R-G, just not as common. Like, I feel like, well, let me take a look at everything else around. I think it feels more, oh, and there's a Swedish flag. So, yeah, I should not have questioned myself there. Okay, so lots of, like, street names around. Do I ever scan for Kronoberg? Let's take a quick look at this, like, zoom level, because maybe it's, like, a big enough city. If I see Kronoberg, I feel like we're in somewhere more southern to central. Like, I don't feel like we're too far north. So I'm just gonna scan quickly for Kronoberg, and then we'll see if I don't see it. Maybe I'll just plonk it where I am. Not really seeing anything here, so do I want to commit this far south? Yeah, sure. We'll go here. Okay, honestly, that's a pretty good score. We got 4.5 there. I think it's a better score than if I was, like, potentially thinking of going a little bit further north, but I kind of got the vibe that we're a little bit further south, closer to Alstermo, which I don't even see the other word that I saw in the building there, but maybe that wasn't a city name and it was just, like, a word. Ooh, that is an interesting palm off the bat. Okay. Namibia. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that we're in Namibia, and that's just my professional opinion. So we're gonna plonk it somewhere there. We have the blurred truck, so I can't unfortunately see, like, the toilet paper or anything in the truck, which I think people used to region guess, but I don't know it, so that wouldn't even really help me if I did see a TBH. But we're gonna guess Namibia here because of what the truck says, and I feel like the vegetation feels like it's Namibia too. White dash middle or driving on the left. I don't really know Namibia region guessing, so let's go, maybe because there's so many palms, should I go closer to the coast? Like, I'll go near Swakopmund. Okay, we were a lot further north, but we at least got the right country there. We were closer to Ukuwangula. We got 3.7, so not horrible. Okay. White outer, white dash middle, but we're driving on the left? Driving on the left. But that's like, it looks like kind of like a European brand car, but we're driving on the left. And there's red dirt. Because a lot of the red dirt countries in my head drive on the right, so driving on the left is a little throwing me off here. Unless people are just driving kind of like on whatever side of the road they want. Driving on the left with red dirt. What would that even fit? Like, I don't know. I feel like this one's kind of baffling me a little bit. Like, now, I guess, like, now I'm kind of thinking Kenya, but I feel like the truck or the blur, I don't know. Like, part of me thought Cambo. But I think I'm just, like, hooked on the red dirt that I can't really think about, like, too much else of, like, the elements of the map. There's a little bit of, like, a rip in the sky over there, which is interesting. I guess my only two ideas right now are Kenya or Cambo, because I can't really see past the red dirt. So I'll go with Kenya, because I feel like maybe I'd see more different vegetation if it was Cambo, but I don't even think Kenya's right either. I don't know. I'm just like too like honed in on the red dirt here. Let's just go here and we'll see where we are. Okay, it was India. So kind of in between the two, to be honest. Like, obviously it was not a good score at all, but I don't think I ever considered India once, like all the countries I was thinking in my head. So we were closer to Chhatarpur in India, and we got 200 points. So I feel like except for that very last round where I kind of got wrong continent there, I didn't do too bad. Like, I mean, we got like Chile, right? Which, you know, love getting it right, Chile. We got a pretty good region guess in Spain. We got a pretty good region guess in Sweden. We got the right country for Namibia, not a good region guess, so I don't really know region guessing there yet. And then, yeah, we kind of blundered that last round, but that is okay. So we'll take that for today. So that is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching the Legend of Zélée Plonkarina of Time episode. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Also have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Manila, and have a great day.